fuck out my fucking face before I murder you, bitch niggas only jacking blood, but I know they fool. Hey man, 6ix9ine had a good run, y'all.
The first day I ever hung with you is the first time I saw 6ix9ine. It was like it was the same week as the Pablo show, and like
Well, you saw 6ix9ine.
No, I saw 6ix9ine on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a bunch of people I probably just met. Reggie I was basically just tagging along with Reggie, and then Reg Thomas rather, and then we go over to your crib, and then y'all are watching 6ix9ine. I'm just like, what is this? What is going on?
We were listening to Gummo?
Y'all were watching a video.
Okay.
But I didn't even know at that time where I was living was like around the corner. Like I didn't even know I was in Bushwick, and like spots that I had walked by like all the time was also like right there.
Or the Beehive. Yeah, I was an early adapter at 6. At first I thought it was I thought like, cause that's the thing. There's basically two 6ix9ines.
Yeah.
Because there's actually a version of 6ix9ine that exists before Gummo.
Okay.
But when Gummo went up, they strapped all that. Like, you know how like sometimes artists go out and they like to forget.
Well, like, wasn't he walking around Brooklyn and he'd have like shorts that said like dick on them and like.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that were like, yo, that's the guy that used to run my bodega.
Yeah,
I knew mad people like that, but I never saw him then. I saw like early SoundCloud adapting, because I was in L.A. at the same time, so I would see random dudes on like Melrose back when Melrose was popping. Mm-hmm. So he was like a face that I would see on Melrose a lot, but I never heard his music.
Right.
And then Gummo came out, and I was like, all right. But he was rolling with like City Morgue and like Zilla Cam and stuff like that before. Okay. And he was putting out music with them, and then they gave him his style, and then he was like, but nah, I want to be like Dipset. And he ran with it, the devil.
Right. We got Jordan Rock in the building.
Yeah.
Jordan Rock, somebody that I met in New York doing comedy, but then also would run into out here in L.A. Might be the only person to wear Supreme on Def Jam.
No, I did. I wore a Supreme hat on Def Jam. I did. Yeah, I did.
Heck yeah. Jordan, how are you making out with everything going on right now, man?
I'm living,
and you
man.
could take that whatever way you want to. You could take that into a political place. You could take that into a natural disaster place. You could take that into a TikTok ban place. Like, however, wherever you want to take it.
That's I'm doing pretty decent, man. Because you know what? I think the world's on fire every day. So the fact that it's actually on fire,
now that we got an app that's like,
I'm like, oh, it's not just in my head now.
Right. It is pretty nuts. Yeah. I don't know. I got in the TikTok partnership program like at the buzzer, and I never figured out anything that like goes up is ineligible to make money. They're like, this exists somewhere else.
Man, TikTok for me, like this is the thing with TikTok. I believe like the algorithm is here to make you just work for free.
Okay.
So one day I put something up and it got like 250,000 views, and the next day I put something up and they were like, you got 10 views, and I was like, get the fuck out of my face, yo.
Right.
I'm not about to be playing this game, man.
Well, they say I have 20,000 followers, but where are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't they? They never see my stuff.
That's the part, man. I'm like, can you just show it to the people that already hit follow? I don't care about India.
Yeah.
Like, just give it to the people that chose to follow me. 25,000 on TikTok is good. I don't even know how many I have.
I'm always looking at I'm always number watching. I'm always looking at different people's numbers. If I laugh at you, then I'll go look and see how much you got.
I can't do numbers, man. I turned it off. Like I do Instagram no numbers.
Oh,
like with no
that?
no likes. You can see like followers, but you can't see likes. Enjoyable place.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. It's so good without numbers. It's like your subconscious is free.
I'm thinking about going to just spill in Blue Sky just because it feels safe. I didn't like seeing everybody squat up behind Trump. I ain't like that.
It was weird, man. It was very weird.
It's like not like he's like in charge of the billionaires. Like, y'all supposed to be bosses. Like, that's why I didn't like even if y'all was on his side, y'all showing up together just felt weird to see Zuckerberg and Bezos and Tim Cook. And you know what I'm saying? Like, squatted up like that. Like that, it was like, y'all don't got no ops. Nobody's on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's icky, man. It's icky. That was a crazy inauguration for sure.
Yeah.
And I only saw the bits and pieces.
Oh, boy was out here trying to pretend to be Martin Luther King. We got to reclaim Martin Luther King, man. There's so many people that don't even know what Martin Luther King was really about. They just out here making it like you could just make MLK whatever you want it to be.
It's just I have a dream for them, really.
Yeah, but it's like what happened was when we were in school, I feel like MLK got overly simplified, right? And then and Malcolm X got overly simplified.
No, they don't even tell you about Malcolm X.
Depending on where you go to school, they might not even tell you about Malcolm X. I assume in New York, y'all get more Malcolm X because he was out that way.
Well, I was born in New York, but I grew up in South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So I went to school in South Carolina. So it's all MLK. It's all
MLK. But, you know, the strategy of the civil rights movement, the reasoning for the nonviolent aspect of the civil rights movement, what they were up against, what they were facing, the type of violence that resistance did face, I feel like we don't see any of that. And then we just get like people who just, instead of actual quotes, instead of what the man actually said, they just like, yo, I could just take this and run with it. Like, I feel like y'all should have to pay Bernice if you use MLK as an example. If you use MLK as an example, Bernice need to get a check.
Yo, you want to know one MLK thing that was great that happened when I was at school?
What?
One time they had his daughter come to the auditorium and give a speech.
Yeah.
But this like before the internet, so they didn't really know.
Okay.
They didn't know who she was and what she was about.
Yeah.
And she came through there and lit that school on fire.
Okay.
She was like, the government.
Yeah.
She was fucking them up.
What was the like demographic of the school you went to in South Carolina?
See, I went to two schools. I went to two schools. So the first school I went to, all black. It was like majority black.
Okay. Like
the white kids were the minority.
What city, what town?
Georgetown, South Carolina. This is in between Charleston and Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
So,
all right.
The coast. But yeah, first school I went to, majority black.
Okay.
It was black. Like the white kids were the minority at the school.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, that's me growing up in Atlanta at every school.
Yeah. and then I got kicked out of that school at like 11th grade, and I went to the white school in the town over.
Okay.
And I was like, this is crazy.
Wait, so what did you do?
Just smoking weed. Like I was just getting in trouble, and it was just a lot of things just building up. So once they got me with weed, they were just like, get out of here.
Okay, all right. I'm used to a story. I'm used to like a crazy story.
You want the story?
I mean, I'm saying like if it's not that crazy, then you don't have to make something. But you know,
the story is just that me and the principal just had beef, man.
Yeah,
he just didn't like me, man. Like one day he tried to get me to snitch. And like he was like, yo, you know, if so and so acting bad in class, you could tell me. And like and he's doing this, and he did this at like some real
undercover cop voice.
Yo, on some real like movie type shit, almost like we at lunch, we letting out everybody, like almost like clockers.
Okay.
You know how like they would come and like talk to Mekhi Phifer in front of the gang, so then like he lose credibility by the end.
Right.
Like nah, he walked me, let out a lunch. He on my shoulder like, yo, so you know you should come fuck with your boy, man. And I didn't do that in 9th grade. And then after that, for like 3 years, he just like anytime he could catch me doing anything, he just did it. And yeah, one day I came to school late. Me and my boys, we used to smoke weed just before school. I was like the advanced kid. I was the kid. We were the kids like drinking before school, taking shit, like smoking.
When I was in high school, no weed was available. I wanted to smoke weed. I watched Half Baked. I was like, bring on the weed. Like I'm ready. I'm listening to 2001. I'm ready for weed. No weed was made available to me. All I had was Black and Mild.
To you, it was not available to you.
Oh yeah, no. There was weed in our school, and like earlier in school, there were some guys. They would put weed in my music case because nobody would search your saxophone, and then I would like smuggle it in, and then if somebody picked on me. Now it's like you got the D-boys on you. Because I just helped them out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it wasn't like by the time I was ready for the weed, it wasn't there.
That's crazy. Ninth grade, weed just came through.
Yeah.
Like, I heard that 3-6 Mafia, I got to stay high, and then it was like weed. That's what I remember.
Okay, see, the 3-6 Mafia kids where I grew up, they just sat in the corner and listened to 3-6 Mafia. And, like, if you mess with them, they would fight you because they got all this, like, rage in their ear all day.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, yeah, I was more on the, like, I was on the Dipset. I was on all kind of New York stuff. And then also, like, Atlanta, everything was unavoidable at the time.
But also, Dipset, man, Killer Season was the first time I ever saw somebody just chain smoke weed for, like, a whole movie.
That's true. I don't know what high school allowed them to, like, record that movie. It's really crazy. It's also crazy that Cameron showed you he was in high school 10 years prior, and then
that nigga just shaved his face and was like, I'm still in high school.
He's still in high school? He was just in high school in 95, but okay.
Yeah.
I bought Killer Season. I feel like that was
you
like...
You bought the album?
The album...
You bought the DVD?
It was like a deluxe with a DVD. I don't know if I bought the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like my last week of high school.
Oh, that's a good time, man.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Well, I can see why the weed. Yeah, that was like Killer Season's like my. So you like 2 years older than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Killer Season's like pretty sure that's still 10th grade for me.
Yeah. No, I mean 50 Cent had a weed song and he didn't even smoke.
Yeah, 50 Cent weed didn't really. That didn't really.
I get high all the time. It's like, bruh, 50, you were lying, dog. Now we know he was lying at the time. I was like, man, no. You can get muscles and smoke? That's crazy.
Nah, what's my favorite weed song that really got me going? I think I heard this is when I would go on MySpace and just watch people smoke weed.
Yeah. That probably wasn't even 50's lighter.
Yo, this album, man, why did we like this album so much? Besides outside of beats,
it was big.
Like
it was big. Sway talked to your man about being shot. No one else got talked to about being shot,
bro. Like I look back at this album and I'm alarmed that we enjoyed this album.
We were post Tupac kids that we were just waiting on somebody to be a real gangster.
I think it was the internet. I think it was the lack of individual choice, and like the radio was still like the thing.
I mean, like All-Star Weekend in Atlanta, every car was bumping "Get Rich or Die Trying," and then it's like Killer Mike, Bone Crusher, T.I., like they are bubbling, but Get Rich or Die Trying like took over the city that weekend.
Yeah,
like it was just one of them things. Like G-Unit was just when they came through, it was.
But why were we so up? My thing is just I just remember being in like 6th grade, ready for the beef of my life, dog.
Right.
I was like 12 years old. Like Homo shot me 3 weeks later. He got shot down. I'm in 6th grade, like many men.
Right.
Wish death upon. I'm like, that nigga Frithy had me ready to crash out, bro.
But lack of choice is a good point, because I do feel like, back then it's not like you had a like now
you have selective listening.
You could listen to anything. Back then, if you wanted to listen to something, you had to purchase it or you had to use like storage space,
yes.
like something to acquire it.
Bro, I was rich in music back in those days.
Have stuff, yeah.
I was an early burner kid, like the kid with the computer in his room, like high speed internet back before it was a thing. Like I was just downloading shit.
Okay.
So yeah, I was crazy 50 Cent fan, but I had the mixtapes, but I also had a weird Tupac Biggie phase at that time too.
I think everybody did. I think everybody, like, if you wanted to be up on stuff so that you could talk about it. So you could be like, yeah, no, I really listen to Life After Death.
Do kids do that still? Like, do kids still like care to listen to what was out before?
They probably do, but their frame of reference is probably just all warped. They're all like, man, I like early Boosie. Like,
I do like early Boosie, though. Early Boosie go crazy, man. Early Boosie like Sexy Red, man. It go crazy.
Yeah, no, I feel like the kids are like, they're like, man, I listened to this album the other day, SouljaBoyTellHim.com, and when I tell you, dude, they don't even talk about this.
Hey, Soulja Boy was ahead of his time, man. Soulja Boy was ahead of his time simply off of ad-libs. I was listening to the music, and I was just like, how did he know ad-libs? Like, I was making music in GarageBand. I didn't understand an ad-lib.
You had all that internet. Soulja Boy probably didn't have all that internet you had, and he just had to sit down with that Fruity Loops sometimes and just work on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever watch his like YouTube back in the day?
Hell yeah.
And it would be like this house in Mississippi.
Hell,
those
are my favorite videos.
Oh my, hey Jabbar, come here. Like, yeah, all that.
The last one he does at the house is My Dougie.
Yes.
The last time he's in the living room.
And he freaked it.
He did.
Yeah. It was like, all right.
That's the last one. That and the Thanksgiving video.
Mm-hmm,
it's a Thanksgiving one when they outside Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
Those are the last 2 times he ever went back to Mississippi.
Right.
I'm still upset they took the shootout video down.
I think it's back.
No, you can't find the original.
Oh, wait, what's the original?
Where he's like dancing on the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, the shootout music video, I just sent that the other day. I was like, see, Soulja Boy been on the Second Amendment.
Nah, not the one with the disclaimer.
Right. Shootout. Hey,
that was my shit, man.
Shoot, let me get him.
I also remember being in parties in like high school before Crank That came out. So I remember like there was already like a 30-minute Soulja block at the party before Crank That came out.
Okay,
where they do like Stop, Snap, like he had mad songs.
Woo, Snap and Roll.
Snap and Roll came out with the album.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what was the big one before Crank That? Soulja Boy been this thing, jocking on your bitch ass. Jocking on your bitch ass.
That was the song?
Yo, jocking on your bitch ass went crazy.
I'm in college, so we were late on Soulja Boy. We
jocking on
like,
your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Doodoo Head. Doodoo Head went crazy at parties too. They played Doodoo Head a lot.
This is some South Carolina.
Yeah, man, they was going crazy. Hey, if you find out, you might have to go to SoundCloud for that.
Yeah, I don't think they got it on title to jocking on your.
Nah, they don't got jock. It's jockin. JOCCIN.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, you gotta go. That's a deep cut right there. That was the one. So this how crazy Soulja Boy was. I remember I went on a Disney cruise that summer.
Okay.
And the Disney cruise had a kid club. So we all like 12 and in here.
Yeah.
And they got nothing but Disney music. One
you
person
come
had
through
a
with
CD.
the iPod.
One person had a CD.
Okay.
With A Bay and jocking on that bitch. And when I say we played those 2 songs,
come on,
non-stop.
That's so funny.
Ooh, good times. You know who else was on that cruise randomly? Tyler James from Abbott.
Okay.
Oh, Everybody Hates Chris. He was Chris on Everybody Hates Chris at the time.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met him on the cruise.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Did you tell him you were like?
Yeah. Yeah, he knew.
The first time I saw you was on Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, that was a horrible time.
No, I stood outside. I was one of them open call cats that like stood outside and waited in the line and then like had everybody watch TV to see me for like 1 second or whatever. But then I remember like my advisor in college was like hating on you, and he was like, man, he's already get a chance, man. This is messed up, dog. He's only 18 years old.
The only reason I got that is because I had waited in line for Caroline's like the year earlier.
Okay.
So I waited in line for New York's Most Funny at Caroline's.
Mm.
And once I got in with them, then I asked for a favor to do that.
Okay.
But then that sucked just because like I bombed like everybody else that I knew, did a post interview like everybody else I knew, but I was the only person who got aired.
Right.
And then it was big. Then it went to World Star.
It went to World Star?
It went to World Star back when World Star was like a thing.
Yeah.
So like I was on the train the next day. They was like, "You the dude."
That was like summer 2010. It came out.
Yes.
Cause it was in like March. Cause I remember I missed school to do it. I told my professor that like also wanted to do comedy, and he was like, "Really, you about to go like audition for Last Comic Center?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he like gave me permission to like bounce or whatever.
Fire.
Yeah.
That was hey. I hate that I did it, but at the same time, I'm happy that I did it, just because it's the last comic stand. It had Greg Giraldo,
Right?
Mike DeStefano was on it.
Yeah.
That was a great. In hindsight, I'm happy to have been a part of that.
Right. Yeah, the one I did wasn't real. It was wild. It was wild. I probably signed an NDA. Probably can't really get into it.
Yeah, I couldn't like. They called me back like for when they were revamping it, and even just America's Got Talent. But for me personally, I can't do contests with comedy anymore. I can't do anything where my comedy is put up next to somebody and they say yours is good and yours is not.
I feel you. I mean, I was really good at contests because I can be different, and I feel like that's almost more important than like being funny. Is like, oh man, I remember that guy. He was different. I feel like that helped out a lot in contests. But at the end of the day, that's not what comedy should be. It's not sports.
Yeah, nah, I hate it.
And the worst was like winning a contest and then like feeling like everybody was hating on me. You know what I'm saying? It's
yes, they will hate on you.
I made way more friends at like places where I didn't win than places where I won.
Where'd you win? What you was winning You was winning comedy contests?
I was on a little run. I won the Laughing Skull Comedy Festival. That's not even a competition anymore. And then I got like third in the Great American Comedy Festival in Nebraska. There was a joint in Atlanta, Autism Laughs. It was like for charity or whatever, but I won that. I won the Westchester Comedy Festival. I needed that. Like the prize was the amount my rent was, and it was like, if I don't win this, I'm gonna have to like, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? And like, I won a few comedy competitions.
Where I started at the Comedy Cabana in Myrtle Beach, and I did the comedy contest, and
really?
There, I lost every time. Like 2 years in a row, I lost.
Was that like more of a like bring me like you know like the person who brought the most people won type of thing?
No, you know what it was? Every time at the end, and what they told me, the judges and everything, they were like, we didn't let you win because we assumed that you were gonna be good regardless.
Okay,
which y'all kind of right, but still it hurt. It hurt, bro. It hurt.
Yeah.
I was mad, bro.
I mean, like, I feel like when I started in Athens, there was like a weekly, or maybe it was like monthly contest, and this lady would bring so many people, and then she would win every week, but she brought all the people, but then they would have you rank people or whatever, and so I would like get second a lot.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And every week you're like, I'm going to beat this bitch. And then it never happened.
But also I'm like, I'm in school. I have so many shows that I'm selling. I don't like, every week I'm like, oh, I'm hosting this pageant. I'm hosting this step show. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So it wasn't like I could just get a bunch of people to come to like a random Wednesday,
Yeah.
And people in college, they be all like, man, I got so much to do,
man.
Something
came through.
I got stuff going on, man. I'm busy, blah, 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 blah. And now when you look back, it's like, man, we didn't have that much going on, and everything is so close. When you get older, you got to travel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, dog, everything is down the street, and we still is like stressed.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to the University of Georgia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go Dogs.
Nice. That's a good school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to college, man. I wish I would have went to college.
You was on Last Comic. You need to go to college.
I would know.
You was on TV already.
I wish I went to college just because I would love to just have alumni followers.
Okay.
Just people who like, yo, we went to the same school. Oh, we went to school together. Like, yo, I feel like I'd have an extra like $25K just off that.
Nah, man. I think you was straight. You know, comedy in New York, that was your college.
It was. It actually was. That's how I treated it.
Yeah.
I treated it just like that. I was like, I used to treat comedy and open mics like I was going to work. Like I had to show up. I couldn't not show up.
So like when do you get to New York?
I graduate high school on Friday. I'm in New York that next Thursday.
Okay.
Like I was out, man. I was like, get me out of here. And then I had went to New York probably like 2 times before when I was in high school because I started doing comedy in like 11th grade. I don't really talk about my 11th and 12th grade years of doing comedy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it doesn't really start until I get to New York.
Right, but you dabbled a little bit.
Yeah, like
you bust yourself in the face with the mic when you got to New York. You already knew how the mic stand worked and stuff.
Yeah, but I still sucked because I still absolutely sucked. I can say that because South Carolina comedy pacing, they just allow you to do whatever you want. And then I get to New York and I realize like, oh, I thought I had 30 minutes.
Right.
I actually have 3.
But you don't sound like South Carolina, like in your voice and stuff.
Yo, I
did you ever?
I think I did when I first moved to New York. Like I had a little country twang and I had a little. Sometimes I watch old videos and I'm like, it's there. And I wish I would have kept a little bit more of it. Yeah. Because now, who cares if you sound country? Who cares if you slander, like slur a word or do anything? Yeah. But back in 2009, 10, it's like, who gonna listen to this country nigga? Yeah. Who gonna listen to a country kid? You can't sound like you from a region. You need to sound like you from everywhere. And they just stomped that. I kind of stomped that out.
Is that a thing? You need to sound like you from everywhere?
That's what everybody used to push back when I started doing comedy, man. It's so many notes that I used to get in comedy that I'm like, they cannot be giving these notes out anymore.
I feel like things were stricter.
Things were way stricter.
I feel like there were some places where they felt like if you didn't have on a collared shirt, we might not call you back.
Yeah, if like you showed up on the weekend without a collared shirt, are you even a professional?
Yeah. Are you a professional? Yeah.
It was that.
Don't wear shorts anywhere.
Oh,
not
shorts.
even on open mic.
Shorts. I like wearing shorts now. I do like thugging it in shorts these days.
Even when I wear shorts now, it will always be somebody on the show that will be like,
"You wearing shorts?
You wearing shorts? What's going on?
Yeah,
you all right?
I'm wearing shorts, bro.
Look at you, Mr. Hollywood.
I'm wearing shorts, man. Thighs out, bro.
Yeah,
I'm wearing shorts these days. But the notes I used to get all the time: cut the fat and yo, you low energy. People used to tell me I was a low energy comic, and now I watch comics and I'm like, yo, nobody, what? Like, no one's giving this dude the same note.
I feel like I was more hype when I started than, like, the Rob Haze people know.
I wouldn't even know. I don't even have a frame of reference.
Yeah, I feel like when I started, it was more like, well, first of all, I'm Dougie. On my way to the mic.
On the way to the mic?
Oh. I'm grabbing the mic in the Dougie.
This my jam, yo. Hey, this song come on, I Dougie wherever I'm at, yo. Hey, yo, I could be in the grocery store, like I could be grabbing groceries. A Dougie, I'll be pushing the cart. I hear the Dougie. Yo, I could be driving. I hear the Dougie. I could be having sex. I hear the Dougie. Yo, that's how every set in Atlanta start. Yo, I went to Atlanta, and I can't lie.
I'm not going to do that.
What?
I'm not going to let you do the everybody in Atlanta's like that.
No, not A.
Jeff Foxworthy ain't like that. He ain't Dougie.
Yo, I will say, I didn't know when I went to Atlanta, every set. I didn't know every set in Atlanta included 2 songs and somebody else's joke.
Oh man! Wow, you trying to ruffle some feathers?
Yo, you know what got me? This what got me when I went to Atlanta. I bombed in Atlanta, by the way. I can't go back to Atlanta until
2 songs.
Yeah, I should have my 2. Right. I played it wrong. I came out to Larry June. Yeah, already an L, man. I was doing Hell Yeah, and
Hell Yeah is I never got an opportunity to do it, but that was like a show where it was like different scenes would collide. Different people from different walks of life in Atlanta.
It was fire. The hang was fire. I could say the hang and even bombing. I'm happy. I don't care to bomb. I'm like, I go to hood spots all the time, so I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I just know Navy. It was Navy green.
Nav green.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Nav. I knew the show was gonna be crazy, man, because it started with a twerk contest.
Okay.
But 3 rounds. They did the whole twerk contest.
Oh yeah.
Top.
If you gonna do it, you
up
gonna
top,
do
bro.
It. The elimination playoffs.
Yo, and then after the twerk contest, that nigga Nav, he was just playing Atlanta classics. He was like, "Y'all remember this one, right?" And yeah, so nigga, subtlety.
Okay.
Subtlety and build up was not something that crowd was into.
No, I had to follow Nav at the freaking Dreamville Fest comedy show, and I bombed in front of my family. It was like I have family out in Raleigh, and I don't know. I haven't heard from some of them.
Damn. Yeah, I just I started bombing, yo. I told like one joke, and like you know how like you tell
Nav's
like one.
a beast.
Yeah, he is. You know how you tell one joke and you just know, like it ain't going. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I almost left, but I was like, can somebody just hand me a blunt? And then my homie was there. He rolled me a blunt, and I just sat and I just smoked the blunt for like 10 minutes, and I was like, not how this should go, right?
Man, wait, you were on stage smoking a blunt?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I just sat and smoked. I got my L, but I also shouted out everybody that I fucked with in the room that I was happy to meet in Atlanta for the first time, and. Yeah,
we
cool.
just became decriminalized. Yeah, that you could have got arrested.
No, we were in the club,
back
dog.
in the day.
It was a club that this show was at.
Okay.
They were smoking weed in there, man.
All right. Yeah. Now that is the thing. There was a lot of smoking indoors pre-COVID everywhere in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. Yo, I went to Atlanta during Halloween 2020.
Okay.
Turned.
Yeah,
y'all was turned, man. Y'all was outside.
Man,
nothing.
I was here. I had bounced.
Nothing shut down, bro.
Yeah.
It was in the streets.
Where were you at?
I was downtown Atlanta. I
Okay.
went to go film this pilot, and it was crazy.
I bet. Were you the only one not costume?
Yeah, because I wasn't planning on
I don't even see you wearing a costume unless you really gotta.
I wore a costume the other year for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite costumes. I bought like a Winnie the Pooh zip up, like a onesie.
Yeah.
And a Pooh Shiesty mask.
Okay.
And I was Winnie the Pooh Shiesty.
Winnie the Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That was a hit. I was killing it every night.
Was the Shiesty black or was it red?
It was black.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do the. I did
you
the
said
full
it like,
thing.
is it really a Shiesty if it's another color?
No, it's not, man. You gotta be menacing. Is it menacing with another color? Nah. I was Winnie the Pooh Shiesty. That was my favorite Halloween.
That's funny. Yeah. Jordan, what's your favorite color? Sky.
Color sky?
Mm-hmm.
Blue.
All right.
Yeah, easy.
It's other colors. You could, it don't gotta be blue.
I do like when the sun's setting a little bit. That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like driving during that time. That's my favorite time. Driving during what is that? Dusk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dusk is maybe dusk is the early one.
Oh, what's the?
Is dawn?
Okay.
Dusk is the night. Dusk till dawn means the night. Get out of here!
Hey,
I've been doing that backwards.
Yeah, dusk is that's my jam right there. Dusk.
Okay.
A dusk drive that go crazy.
Especially like east to west. I feel like out here, that's really when you get like all the you get some reds, you get some purples.
You see the mountains. You're like,
yeah.
You be driving like, I live out here.
Mm-hmm,
That's crazy, yo. Homies ain't never even seen the West Coast, yo. I live out here. That's my car in California. That's crazy.
I was hyped. First time I drove out here, I was like, man, because mountains on the East Coast, they kind of dull. They don't, they not pointy. You know what I'm saying?
Because you drive through them, but you don't get to see them from a distance, you know?
Yeah, when you're driving through the mountains in Tennessee, it's like, all right, this is dangerous, but it ain't
beautiful. It's not beautiful.
Yeah, like I gotta be careful, but it ain't crazy. Jordan, what you listening to these days?
Larry June, man. Larry
June.
June, man. That's my guy, man. That's my favorite rapper. That's what I've been listening to nonstop. Anything with The Alchemist.
Okay.
It's going crazy. I love drumless rap. Who else am I listening to?
Is drumless rap like a category, or is that like the name of something?
No, it's just like I feel like it's just a genre that's kind of
like
forming.
a genre that's forming.
Yeah, I like experimental rap, like like Earl Sweatshirt, Mike, like that vein, like because they just take risks that just pay off.
Yeah, I feel like mainstream rap has gotten pretty like run of the mill. We kind of know what we're gonna get.
Mainstream rap. Anytime I hear when I see a op, I'm already tuned out. Like
okay,
like every time somebody's like, when I see a op, I'm like, oh, get this guy out of here, man.
This guy out of here.
Everybody's when I see a op.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We've seen too much opposition already.
I can't do it, man. Sometimes I go to YouTube top 100 rap videos. I'm like, this can't be the top 100 rap videos.
I mean, but that's based on what people want to see versus what people want to hear.
I don't even know, man.
I mean, a Meg video is gonna be on there because the budget's high. She's got special effects. She's got to turn into a snake.
Man, that's music that I like. I know these days I'm such a weirdo with music. I don't even stream music that I don't like. Like sometimes something comes out and I'm like, yo, you play it on your device so I can hear it. Because I don't even want to give you a stream, especially since I know
I don't want other things like this suggested to me.
No, I honestly, the suggestion, I don't want to give you a stream.
Right, but you are through the other person. The other person's giving them a stream.
Yeah, because they probably want to listen to it. So I'm like, you play it, I'll hear it, and then because I can't. Because streaming now, I like it's a gift and a curse, but I don't like musical streaming. That's kind of corny to me because I want to hear the album, right? And I want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let it play through. And then, so I'm going to play the album, and then the next day they're like, oh, it's breaking records. And I'm like, I didn't even like the album, bro.
Right. Well, yeah, that's the thing. I feel like people are getting they're monetizing curiosity.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't even getting, like, rewarded for, like, stuff being good as much as if you can get a lot of people to click on it immediately.
Yeah, you're out of here.
Then you're doing well. And you know what's weird is that, like, movies... first week sales matter because the percentage that the theater gets changes week to week to week, right? So you need like the movie companies need people to go the first week because they get the highest percentage of the box office the first week, and their return diminishes each week that it's in theaters. There's nothing like that for music. There's no reason that we should be like stressing about first week sales of music because the money being made is the same whether it's the first week or 100 weeks.
Yeah, I don't even pay attention to first week anymore because I just listen to what I feel like listening to. So
right.
Yeah, I don't really care about first week anymore. But music is just like rap is just it's in a good place because people can go back to being artists. It's a good time to be a rapper over 30, but at the same time, I feel like we just watered it down because we don't cherish our artists.
Yeah, I think we didn't account for everyone was gonna be around. I don't think we accounted for. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like 25 years ago, if you said Nelly's gonna be in a controversy in 25 years, you're gonna be like, yo, He's still going to be rapping? He's still going to be
crazy.
booked? He's still going to have black hair? 25 years from now? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when Country Grammar came out, it was 2000.
But, you know what? Nelly still being relevant, that's a testament to how much white people really like to ride with me.
Okay. He did put in a lot of groundwork with white people. For
Yo,
sure.
he really did. Then when he saw rap wasn't hitting like that, remember he put out Sweatsuit. He saw it wasn't hitting like that. Then he came through with that Tim McGraw. He came
Christina
through.
Aguilera.
Then he just stopped making rap music and just started making country. He was the first Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Low key. He did it. He was Shabuzi before all of them. Yeah, he killed. Because I don't know. I think I might even start making country music because I've realized everyone just sounds better when they sing with a country draw.
I don't know. I don't like that being a trend because I feel like I gave hell to anybody who had the aux and thought about putting on country. And so I got to give them their respect. They saw something that I didn't see at the time. I feel like country is about storytelling. And
who was putting on country around you?
I'm just saying if it happened.
Okay.
I don't think it happened. But if it did, they would have caught hell.
Like, the only time their country music could play is if you forgot to hit the next song and it just slid in. You know how, like, there's music that you listen to around people? You get the aux cord and you play a song and then you don't skip to the next one and then they go into the songs you really listen to?
Right. You driving, whatever device you listening to runs out of battery. Now you have to listen to the radio. It's only one station. That's the only way I'm getting some Johnny Paycheck into the system. You know what I'm saying?
I may be late, you gotta. That's in my cloud. That's not even downloaded on the phone.
Okay, yeah. One of them tricks where there was like 25 songs, and then you swipe the thing.
Yeah, accidentally got it.
They give you the songs that they want you to have, and it's like, no. I thought I was gonna be able to buy 25 songs on iTunes, not.
Yeah,
here are 25 songs that I didn't want.
I remember those days. That's back when you had to buy music. That was the 99-cent trick. That was for sale. Yeah. Shout out to buying music. That was good old times, man. I used to buy music, man. And then even when burners and stuff came out and everybody still didn't have computers, I remember being rich on music. I was balling on music. Like, I never had money through high school because I didn't need it. I just had music. So I never bought weed.
You never sold music?
I sold music for like a week, and then I realized that I could still just get what I wanted by giving you music. Like, I didn't really want anything. All I wanted was like weed, and like maybe if you had some sneakers, I'd trade you like a few albums for them. But that was it.
There was a girl, Kirsten. What I would do is I'd make a list of 20 songs that I wanted, and I'd give her $5.
Oh, I would do that for sure.
And then she would put them on a CD. And then those would be my songs. Yeah. Until they got old, and then it's like, all right, I'm getting clowned for this CD. I need a new CD.
Nah, my weed man, I used to lace him. I'd hit him once a week like I got new stuff, yo. I got everything for you. Yo, Drought 3 came out. I made so many friends.
Man.
I was giving away the Drought 3.
Man. I would buy music on the train. In Atlanta, I would,
I remember that. I would go to New York, like, please take me to the bootleg spot.
Yeah.
And I would go crazy. I would have the official mixtape. Oh my God.
It would always feel weird because you'd buy a mixtape and then you'd read it and it says for promotional use only, and it's like, how do I get to the free part? Like, where, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I get this for free? But I feel like that was something they used to have to put on there.
Yeah, for the
uncleared samples and stuff.
Yep.
But I don't think there was a free version.
No, there was never a free version. And they used to sell them wholesale to the bodegas.
Right.
So that was a good time too, man, because I would go to New York and I would just go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember one time my brother did want me to sell, I do remember my brother Kenny wanted me to sell mixed CDs. He sent me about 10 CDs that he had bought for $10. And I was supposed to sell them for $5 and give him a percentage, but I was really bad with money. And then, like I said, I realized that I could just burn CDs and get what I wanted. And he was like, yo, you owe me money.
Dang.
I was like, wait, $10, bro? He was like, yeah, you flaking on the money, son.
Man. I remember there was a store in the mall, and you could give them your iPod. They would put different mixtapes on it.
That's crazy.
For a fee.
That's
but
crazy.
Then the dude ejected my iPod wrong and ruined my iPod.
Oh,
I was
no.
like pissed. Like,
He didn't hit the triangle?
Not only did he not hit the triangle, he just like ripped it out when it had the like 2 buttons.
Oh, no.
So it was just like, it just was not the same. Yeah.
Nah, man. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Which iPod was it?
I had I guess before it was the classic, I had the iPod Video.
You got the iPod Video. The first one with the video.
The first one with the video. Still had
Still the big joint, though.
Still the big joint. Still with
a little slimmer than the original one.
Slimmer than the original. Headphone jack on the side, not headphone jack in the middle. But like, yeah. But like, it could play videos, but on a small screen. So there's some videos I bought. I bought Jessica Simpson, These Boots Are Made for Walking. I bought Is It Loving That You Want by Rihanna. I bought Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
That's
by
crazy.
Kanye. Yeah, the only dude video I bought.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't start buying videos till I got my iPod Touch. I had a Nano for a while. I had a Nano and a Shuffle.
Okay.
The Shuffle was crazy. The Shuffle was the first time I hit Shuffle.
That might be what's wrong with our generation, the iPod Shuffle. Just people with no control over the music that they have. Just an algorithm of what you put on your shuffle at the time. The Shuffle was insane, man. Yeah.
The Touch, though. The Touch.
The Shuffle would expose you. Because if you like something and, you know what I'm saying, it was questionable, it's always going to come up.
Yeah. But I never even let people touch. Man, my iPods got stolen too much, man. So I couldn't do it.
Hey, man, if I ever brought my iPod around people or to school or anything, I would be holding on to it.
I had
tightest grip.
2 iPods stolen. Like, it was to the point where I would lose an iPod like every 6 months and be like, all right, well, I spent 6 months with it.
Man, this sounds like you got bread. I don't know.
No, the Shuffle. That's why I started getting the Shuffles, because I had a Nano, because it was like, the Nano was a gift, I think. And then the Shuffles were mad cheap. The Shuffles were like $40.
The Shuffle's the one that's like a little clip, right?
I didn't even have the clip one. I was off it by then. No, the Shuffle, I had the one when the
like
Shuffle was the stick. Yeah. That one went crazy. I do remember getting I don't even know how we got it. I just remember getting a Mac, like an early Mac. I don't know if it was like my brother gave it or like it was a gift or whatever. I just remember having a Mac for the first time, like one of the early ones, like, you know, the screen, just like that. And I remember my friend came over to the house and he was like, "Damn, son, you got the iPod computer?"
Come on, man. That little I used to mean something.
Yeah,
man.
That Apple was big back in the day.
Jordan.
Yes, sir.
What you got going on these days? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to tell the people?
Stream my comedy album, Random Rock. Shout out My Mental Capacity is out on all streamers. It's been out for like the last year, but I just started getting the residuals from it. So yeah,
okay.
please go listen to that. It's on Sirius XM and everything. Request it if you can. That's still pushing. Follow me, Jordan Rock. I'm trying to just stay in the business, man. I'm trying to stay in the business. I gotta get over this writer's hump, so I want to start writing more. I'm over the road.
You're over the road?
Yeah, man. I'm on the road forever.
I guess.
I've been on the road forever, bro. Like, the road is tiring, especially when you can't bring your friends.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if your friends are losing money to come hang with you, like, it sucks. And then when you're there by yourself, you just get drunk. It's too much, man. Like, I needed somebody there for accountability almost.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you bring video games?
I'll take the Switch with me for sure.
Yeah.
I take the Switch with me. I try to go vintage shopping. I'm a vintage shopper.
I do remember you having. I just assumed these things were just from like the fam, you used to have all kind of vintage comedy related stuff like Jay Leno and like Letterman, and you know what I'm saying.
I used to look for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to look for them. Anytime I'm on the road and I go into a shop, I'm like, so tell me what I'm looking at. TV shows, movies, comedy. Like, I went crazy for vintage stuff. I still got In Living Single tees.
Okay.
I got so many In Living Single, In Living Color tees. I had CB4 merch.
Ooh.
I had so much stuff. Comic relief. I always grab those when I see them. Anything I really like. If it's a comedy related, I'm grabbing it.
I've never found any In Living Color stuff that was in good condition. Like, it was like, anytime I ever saw like a Homie the Clown shirt, it was like, oh, this was somebody's favorite shirt.
I had a Homie the Clown shirt.
They wore this all the time. Like, this don't got much life left.
I had a Homie the Clown shirt that I wore that thing into the ground, dog. I wore my Homie the Clown shirt into the ground. But it was one of my favorite shirts. Yeah, I definitely went comedy crazy. That's one of the things I still look for all the time.
I remember this lady had on a Martin shirt on one of the first episodes of Cops. And I know, like, I was like, yo, Fox gotta be pissed.
Nah, they were not mad at all because Cops came on Fox.
But the lady was on crack.
Nah, that's still promo, man. I was watching the first 48 the other day, and the dude was in the interrogation room with the McDonald's logo showing.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, why did they not blur that out? I was like, McDonald's gotta be paying for this.
That's the only show where you could wear whatever. Is like if you getting arrested, you could wear whatever brand you want to if you getting arrested.
Speaking of arrested, do you watch body cam footage?
Sometimes.
Yo, body cam footage is that's my new that's my like addiction almost, man.
Yeah.
That's the new fight comp almost, watching the body cam footage. The body cam footage is crazy because sometimes I have to remind myself this isn't a sketch.
Right.
I'll be watching it like, yo, I have to remind myself this is a real person.
There was a dude, he was doing security in the flea markets in Atlanta, and he was uploading the body cam footage, but also he was like violating, he was like acting crazy, like he was like in charge of the discount mall. But like he would every night he would upload the footage. Yeah,
I didn't follow that wormhole. I'm gonna look him up, man. I've been Ohio. They go crazy in Ohio, man. Yeah. Ohio body footage, Midwest body footage, insane. Midwest and Florida, I don't know what's in the water.
Are you getting this from YouTube, or you got to get this from like a court? Is this
YouTube?
A court document?
I'm not even gonna lie. I watch so much body cam footage and so many interrogation videos. That
you got one? You got a body cam?
No, I'm to the point, dog, where I really think I'm going to just go ahead and pay for the database so I can start my own faceless YouTube page. Because, dog, they be getting a lot of views. They get like 100,000 views within a day.
Really?
So I'm like, yo, I might just have to pay for the little database in like South Carolina or something. And then run my thing through Premiere, put some captions on it, and upload my thing to YouTube, bro.
And people won't even know it's really.
Won't even know it's me, man. I'm just
account.
caking it all day. Just block out the curse words, people's addresses, and keep it moving.
Yeah,
I think that's how. Hey, don't steal that, y'all. Don't steal that. That might be my pivot, man.
That's crazy. That would be funny if you found out like there was like a celebrity or somebody who was behind one of these like weird, you know what I'm saying, Reddit, YouTube accounts or something.
That's what they are. I was
like, wait, what you mean? What you mean George Lucas uploads the World Star? That's crazy. That's what he's been up to?
Yeah, man.
He sold Star Wars and now he's just sitting behind a computer finding fight videos?
Man, everybody got a burner account, man. Everybody, I believe everybody does. Because it's the last form of prank calling.
What do you do with your burner?
Ass, man. Like, just I don't really do nothing, honestly. I don't like commenting on things either. Like,
I use my burner to argue with people, and I don't want other people to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like where we at, you can only get like 1 or 2 jabs, and then it's like, I can't be going back with this person.
Thread is where I argue with people.
Too many people see it, huh?
Threads is where I argue with people.
Threads?
Threads is fun to argue with people because they like real. They feel realer than everything else.
You could leave a voice note on Threads.
Yeah.
I think I will. I have this idea. This episode is gonna probably pressure me to do it. where I think I'm gonna do a radio show on Threads.
Okay.
Where I have people like call in and then I answer, but it's all like voice notes on a thread.
Man, why don't you just go on Clubhouse again or something?
The hard part about Clubhouse is getting people to come, and then knowing other people see you in a dusty Clubhouse room that's not popping.
Yo, Spotify had a Clubhouse for like a day. Spotify Talks. It lasted for 2 days.
I really like Amazon's because you could play music.
Okay.
But that went away.
There's still Twitter. There's still Twitter Talk Spaces.
Twitter Spaces. You definitely can't play music on Twitter Spaces.
Interesting. I don't know the rules, man. I'm digitally overwhelmed.
Now that you playing with the DJ stuff a little bit, you should come on Clubhouse, spin a little bit.
I'm gonna learn, man. I'm getting nice. I'm gonna figure it out. That might be my pivot too. I definitely want to DJ more. Yeah. Definitely want to have some fun with that because I like music and I like sometimes you go to a party and it's just too many people playing what they think people want to hear and I'm like, yo, put me on to something, dog. Take a risk.
No, I hate that. When I hear a bunch of songs that I'm like, oh man, if I wasn't here, I could have guessed that these songs would have played.
Yo, there's no reason in the world you should be playing "Bounce Back" by Big Sean, man.
Right.
I'm like, yo, you chose to put this on. This is an algorithm song, man. This is something that just plays when you leave your Genius on after.
That's what used to blow me was the freaking verses.
Yeah,
and then they would always have a DJ, and then the DJ would just phone it in, and it's like these are the most people that are ever gonna see you DJ. Why don't you have it turn? Why are you not playing? All you have to do is not play the artist whose verses it is, but you could go in any direction, and instead they're like, hey man, we're gonna get this thing started in 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes, y'all. We're gonna get this thing started.
Yo, I was in an Uber once, man. Wait, let me see if I can find it. It was so crazy that I'll put it in my notes. Yo, I was in an Uber once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my Uber, on the way to the airport, these are the songs that my Uber played. And I was
okay. I've done this too.
I was like, bro, he didn't hit skip or nothing. These were the songs that were on his playlist. And I was like, that's insane. He played Bounce Back by Big Sean, Make Me Proud by Drake, At the Club by Jacquees, Racks in the Middle Nipsey, Slide by Her, Again Fetty Wap, and Flex by Rich Homie Quan. I was like, yo, this nigga a whole NPC.
Yeah.
I was like, I hear about you, but you're here.
Yeah, so I'm in Idaho and the DJ comes up to me, he's like, oh yeah, you about to go up. He was like, what do you want me to play? I'm in Idaho.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you have? I don't know what is gonna resonate with people here.
Up.
What's gonna make sense? What do you got? He was like, man, I got everything. So then I started naming stuff. He was like, man, how you spell that? And so then he goes and starts. He was like, if Fat Man Scoop had just died. So he was like, what if I play some Fat Man Scoop? And I was like, yes, let's just do that.
You don't really got Fat Man Scoop energy, bro. But you gotta let another bit. Hey guys,
I was like, play something from Atlanta. He was like, I don't know who's from Atlanta. And I was like, this is what he played. Usher, yeah. Wifey by Next.
Okay.
What's Up by Donnell Jones.
Okay.
Too Close by Next.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Always on Time, Ja Rule and Ashanti.
He didn't try at all, bro.
Right.
He didn't try at all.
I don't know if they had any new music there. I don't know if they were allowed to have, you know what I'm saying?
It was like a tune box at a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Had a lock on
now that's what I call hip hop. Like
Yo, always on time, man. Yo, I was just in New York And I will say, man,
that's y'all. Always on time. That's New York.
Hey.
Represent. That's.
I was in New York, bro, and I'll never forget Funk Flex bought Always on Time back. Like, he started it.
What? wait.
Like,
yo, New York City.
Exactly, yo, exactly. Like, Always
New York City. Y'all not ready? We got an exclusive.
Yo, he let it get to the verse.
Wait. I don't think y'all heard him.
Yo.
I don't think y'all heard him. Some of y'all late. He always on time.
Yo, New York City, go into your nearest bodega, put your hand in the register, and tell them that their money is now your money.
Hold up, New York City. She gave you her all. Baby, be hers.
Okay. Classics. We playing nothing but classics. New York, tap in with me, tri-state area. We gonna be at Scarlett's later.
Jordan Rock, thanks for coming through the Inconsistent Podcast.
Hey, man,
Haze.
let's get it.
If you in NYC on March 1st, come see me at Union Hall. Also, more dates will be posted.
If you're in New York on February 22nd, come see me in Brooklyn.
Okay, bet. We're going to be in New York at the same time.
Yeah. 22nd, right. Captain Kirk's. Come through, bro.
Hey.
It's an and Friends show, so
all right,
it's loose. We out? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.